So you want to know the truth about sublimation? Well, you are in the right place. Today, I'm going to tell you 5 truths about sublimation and tell you things that you need to know before you get started. My name is Lauren and I'm a craft producer here at Maker's Gonna Learn. If you are new to our channel, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and hit that bell notification so that you'll be notified every time we get crafty. Now, let's go ahead and jump right into the 5 truths that I have for you today. Truth number 1 about sublimation is you don't need near as many materials as you may think. Now, if you're a Cricut crafter, you know you have to have a lot of different things sitting around, such as different color vinyls, different color HTVs, transfer tape, and so much more to really make a show-stopping project. However, with sublimation, you just need a few basic items. First of all, obviously you have to have some type of sublimation printer and sublimation ink. You do need a heat source. We really recommend, if you're going to jump into sublimation head first, to go ahead and get a heat press. We use a StarCraft 15 by 15 heat press. That is not necessary. You don't have to spend that much money on a heat press. They have some really good brands on Amazon, which I have linked down below. You are going to need some butcher's paper. You definitely need some A-Sub sublimation paper. This paper is a special type of paper for sublimation that really gives you very vibrant colors. And then you are going to need some type of heat tape or sublimation adhesive spray and a lint roller. And other than that, your blanks that you are going to sublimate on, that's really all you need to get started. Truth number 2, sublimation is absolutely permanent. The only way that you can unsublimate something is, for example, for this cup, is if I were to put it back in the oven and pretty much bake it off. So because of that, sublimation is permanent. Now, let's talk about how sublimation works. What happens is sublimation ink is a special type of ink that when exposed to a heat source, it turns it from a solid or a ink on a piece of paper to a gas. Then those gas particles kind of bounce off each other and they adhere to the polymers on the surface of the blank that you are doing. With that being said, let's talk about how sublimation works and what makes it permanent. So, sublimation is a special type of ink that when put under a heat source and pressure turns the ink into a gas. That gas then adheres to the polymers in the blank that you are sublimating on. For example, if you are sublimating a shirt, you do have to use at least a 50-50 poly cotton blend because the gas will then adhere to the polymer fibers in the shirt. Then it's kind of like those polymer fibers take that gas, hug it, and they don't let it go. It is there permanently on that fiber. Now, you may be asking, Lauren, how do I know if something's sublimatable? Well, let me explain a really easy way to know if it is or is not sublimatable. So a lot of the blanks that you will find on Amazon and other retailers will say sublimation ready. So if, for example, these tumblers here we found on Amazon and they are already sublimation ready because they have a polymer coating on them. Also, these are linked down below. These are our favorite. They are the PYD Life. We love these. They always come out really great. So make sure you click that link to grab some of these down below. All of the shirts and materials that you see here are they all have a higher polyester count. So what you can do is check the tags. Make sure before you purchase something that you check a tag to see if it has a high polyester count or if it's 100% polyester. Another thing you can do is, for example, this blank and this blank here, this is a ceramic tile. This is a board canvas that we've just purchased at our local craft store. You can actually add laminate to some projects and then sublimate on top of the laminate. The same works for clear HTV. HTV Ront has a great clear HTV that you can purchase. If you want to use a cotton shirt and sublimate on top of it, you can put the clear HTV on your shirt and then sublimate on top of the clear HTV. Truth number 3, you will fail. Now, Please don't take that as a negative, because I want you to be successful, especially with sublimation. But take it from me, I failed so many times when I first started sublimating. I had ghosting, I had overlap, part of it didn't sublimate while some of it did, but I don't want y'all to be scared though, because that's where we come in. We have created a course called Maker's Gonna Sublimate, where we walk with you through the beginning process all the way to the end. We go through choosing the printer that is best for you, setting that printer up, troubleshooting the printer, designing your things, and then all the way through actually sublimating. We do this because we don't want you all to make the same mistakes that we did, and trust me, for the price of the course and the amount of blanks that we wasted through setting this up and creating a course, I promise we're going to save you in the amount of blanks that you will not waste from buying the course. We promise you that the money that you spend on this course will save you in the long run, just because you're not going to have so many wasted blanks. The wasted blanks that you would have had if you didn't purchase the course would have been astronomical compared to the cost of the course. Truth number 4 is you're going to make some absolutely amazing projects. As you can see here on the table, we have some great projects to show you guys, but not only that, these are sellable projects. And once you get really, really good with sublimation, you can start selling your projects and make your money back in no time flat. I always like to tell people that sublimation is one of the most professional looking projects that you can make, because like I said earlier, it's permanent. It's not going to wash off. For example, if you made a shirt using HTV to sell, one of the things is you have to make sure that your customer knows to wash it in cold water, turn it inside out, and take really good care. Otherwise, there's a chance of that HTV coming off. However, with sublimation, it's not going anywhere. And finally, truth number 5 is I promise you are going to fall in love with sublimation. Sublimation is one of those things that once you get started, you really don't do anything else. I have really fallen in love with sublimation. I love making sublimation projects. It gives me a full range of color. I can put people's pictures on it, whereas if I had it on a Cricut, you know, you can't really do that with vinyl or HTV. But I love all of the different things that you can do with sublimation, and like I said, I promise you're gonna fall in love with it. I really hope that this video has answered some of your questions about sublimation and has either allowed you to really decide, yes, I'm diving in head first, or given you the confidence to step more toward jumping into the sublimation world. As always, if you have enjoyed this video, make sure to like it, subscribe to our channel, and check out this next video where we go into more details about sublimation and how to sublimate.